fucking Spider-Man. This is where we meet Peter Parker for the first time. We got Tony chilling out with Aunt May when Spider-Man comes home. What are your thoughts on Tom Holland as Spider-Man?
I thought he nailed it. To be blunt, he struck me originally. He struck me as perhaps when I saw the casting that he's perhaps a little bit too young. Perhaps he's a little bit.
I didn't feel that way at all. I was so glad that he was a kid. That he was really young. I mean, he's 19, so he's not. I wouldn't say he was a kid.
I did quite like.
You like Tobey Maguire? Not Tobey Maguire. Fucking
the one in the middle.
The one in the middle. Garfield. Andrew Garfield. Yeah.
Yeah. He was okay. You know, I'm not too madly in love with him, but he was okay.
I'll be honest, I kind of like Tobey Maguire a little bit. he was my first Spider-Man. I enjoyed the first two.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 in particular with Doc Ock. That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
But
I did like Andrew Garfield. And I felt when they cast Spider-Man that he was perhaps a little bit too young because all the other heroes are older. You know, all the other heroes. There's no young superheroes that are in the Avengers so far. They're all, I would imagine, at least late 20s.
Yeah, but that's Spider-Man's thing. You know, he is a kid. He's still in high school. And that's always been his thing. And we've always had older dudes playing Spider-Man. We're like 30-year-old guys going, "Yeah, I'm in high school," you know. It would not have worked as well had he not been a young kid. Got a great line with Tony. He's like, "I can't go to Germany. Why? I've got homework." Please tell me you didn't just say that. It's so good. He had some great interplay with him and Stark. It was really, really good.
He was really good. I thought
he's getting younger.
He did. Yeah, she is.
Getting younger every movie. So go on.
Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I suppose they're essentially the same characters. They're not like duality like some heroes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But he did very, very, very good. Very interesting. I wanted to see more, and I was okay with not seeing more in a weird sense. You know, he could have perhaps been overused because he was arguably leading up to the film the most important tagline.
It was very anticipated.
That Spider-Man's going to be in. And
yeah.
You know, if anybody's familiar with the difficulty that goes on behind the scenes with these movie studios, and who's got the licenses to which characters, it's a bit of a mess. You know, there's a lot of work to be done, and they work something out. Credit to Sony for letting them do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then credit to Marvel as well for doing a really good job, because already in the 10 minutes we've seen, it's a bit more of a compelling thing. I suppose that's because he's got a very, very already fleshed out world that he's entering into.
Yeah.
And I certainly did like the original Spider-Man films. Don't get me wrong, I love those.
We won't talk about
maybe
3.
not so much 3. Yeah, not so much 3.
I thought they knocked it out of the park with Spider-Man.
I'm compelled, yeah. I'm very compelled. I'm looking forward to whatever they do, Homecoming. I'm glad that they aren't necessarily doing an origin story again.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sick to the back teeth of hearing about Spider-Man's origin.
That's right. Yeah, how many times can Uncle fucking what's his fucking name? Uncle die.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben with his rice. How many times can Uncle Ben die? Yeah, so in my opinion, the best on-screen Spider-Man we've ever had. In that 10 to 20 minutes we had him for. I wouldn't go
that far. Maybe.
I really dug him. Like he completely overshadows like the 5 movies we've seen.
He was the center point. Certainly, obviously, it's what you're going to talk about in a little bit, but he's certainly the center point of the main action sequence.
Well, let's get right into that, because right. Following our introduction to Spider-Man is our airport fight scene over in Germany. What a great sequence! It was so good. Such a great fight scene. Really enjoyable.
If I could ultimately put some criticism to it was perhaps a little long. I
didn't feel like it was long.
I enjoyed Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I love the bit where Winter Soldier throws a punch and Spider-Man just catches it because he's
Oh, you've got a
Spider-Man.
metal arm.
And he's like, oh, why have you got a metal arm? This is amazing. Like, oh, he's loving it. He's fanboy and he's great.
That's what I love about him, because he is a kid. He's a kid, and he is fanboying out because he's surrounded by all these heroes, and he's trying to impress Tony. He's impressionable, and it was
I got
so
to
good.
impress Mr. Stark.
Yeah, he had a great introduction in that in the fight scene where he ties Cap's hands together with his webs and takes the shield. It was a really, really cool moment. Everyone had time to shine. We get Ant-Man, which when they announced Ant-Man was a thing, like, I was so skeptical. I wasn't sure if he was going to work, but I guess if anybody can make it work, it's Marvel. They just know how to do that.
I don't know about everybody had time to shine. I think, your Black Widow and your
well, maybe not.
Hawkeye were a little bit redundant again.
They had a little moment together, like, we're still friends, aren't we?
They can't really, they can't really stand up to the actual superpowered people.
Yeah.
It's not fair, and I think as I mentioned to you after we'd seen it, is that it made sense that Thor and the Hulk wasn't there, because had they been there, it would have just been like a whitewash.
That's right.
You're not going to stop.
Yeah,
You're not going to stop these two unless they put them to the side and let them fight each other. Like Thor's on one side, Hulk's on another.
Yeah.
And they have to, but if either of them doesn't have any opposition, then they just wipe the floor with the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
Because there's clear power gaps. Can you imagine the Hawkeye coming up against Thor?
Oh wow!
Wow! It's just not going to happen, is it?
Like, imagine what he did to Loki, but way worse. But way worse.
And then you go and then you can say, on the other hand, you've got Hulk, who's not even arguably more powerful. He's 100% more powerful than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets into it, who's going to stop him?
Yeah.
If he gets in a fight, not that I necessarily think his character would get into a fight. I don't think he'd. I don't think this would be a case where he'd get angry and Hulk out.
Mm-hmm.
With what it's, I think he'd probably stay on the sidelines and not do anything.
Yeah.
But if he did, can you imagine the Hulk getting involved? And
it'd be over.
Just
the
no
Hulk
one's going to stop the Hulk.
The Hulk would destroy Germany. That's what would happen.
No one's going to stop the
Hulk. Yeah, and the whole fight scene, it made sense. Everyone, they had their roles. Iron Man was there to, Iron Man's team, Iron Man were there to arrest Bucky. They still didn't know yet that he was innocent. He didn't kill King T'Chaka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really great sequence. I enjoyed it a lot. It ends though on a pretty dark note. We see the Vision accidentally takes out Rhodey.
Yeah,
he's aiming for Falcon. Falcon moves out the way, and he destroys the arc reactor in War Machine's chest, and Rhodey goes down and potentially paralyzed.
I think it's confirmed paralysis, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I'm meaning like long term. Because you see him kind of walking towards the end.
I think he's only walking because he's being assisted by Tony's.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if maybe we'll see him. Power legs. So maybe we'll see him in the War Machine suit. But I'm not too bothered about War Machine, if I'm really honest.
No, it's okay if he's gone.
I still prefer the original Rhodey from Iron Man 1.
Oh, I can't really remember.
I liked his scenes with Robert Downey Jr. a lot. But in saying that, I can't imagine him in the War Machine suit. I just think that looked weird.
I do like Don Cheadle.
I like Don
Cheadle ever since he did the really, really terrible British accent in Ocean's 11.
That was another good movie.
I loved Ocean's 11, but it was a really bad accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I if War Machine is gone, it's a shame, but I'm okay with it. You got to trim the fat in a sense. There's an awful lot of superheroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. To lose one is not a disaster.